Alrighty, this is going to be a video to show you how to create your character through F1 in KTG. So first you start with your F1, obviously. You go down to player related options, MPPed customization, and you want to create either your male or your female character depending on what you want to be, what your character is. I'm going to click female. And that's when you can move to your character inheritance. Inheritance? Yes, that's the word. And you can move around all different looks and skin tones there through moving your mother and your father. GTA is not very kind to the females, so you will have to start with something that might look relatively average, if you will. And you can go further into the detail of your face in the character face shape options, obviously with your nose width, down to your eyebrows, cheekbones, lips, neck, chin, all of that, which you can change with your bars to get to your desired look, if you will. From there you can change your appearance, so like your hairstyle. KTG has many different add-on and replacement non-GTA hairs, so there's plenty of nice looks that you can have, unlike the GTA boring ones, which have one or two nice hairs. Most of the hairs or clothing will be towards the end, so you just keep scrolling through. As you'll see, we've got plenty of different ones. Some like this are made for hats, so you wear hats on top of them. That's why they look a little bit funky at the top. And yeah, there's like all different ones through. And then once you hit a bald head like this, that means that there hasn't been any more added to, but you know, that's the space for a new hair at some point. You'll find that within most of the clothing or any of the menus within the F1 here, that we have a lot of blank spots. That's just for new items to be put in. Tattoos are not done through F1, so ignore the character tattoo options. All of them are done at the tattoo studios in the city. Then you can move down to your clothing, starting with masks, which is obviously masks. I don't believe there's too many replacement masks in this, I don't know what you call it, category, but if you go towards the end, there are a few added new ones, or new things at the end, like this mask, a few Rona masks, a crown, hats. We've got a lot of costumes because we had a big Halloween, so they're still in the service, so you'll see there's might be a few funky things that don't really make sense or seem a little bit silly, but they're costumes for costume parties. So there's no more on that one, that's why it's gone. Oh no, something's happened there, don't worry about that one. So there's a few more on this, in this category, and yeah. Obviously you would have here. Yeah, there's lots of random things that go with costumes, like these crazy crowns, a weird Santa hat, and a little birch. So let's just pop that on. We'll go back to here. Give you a better look. There we go, that one will do. You can change your hair colour, obviously, and your eyebrows and all that. It's all pretty self-explanatory. Your makeup, all you need to make sure is that when you are putting anything on makeup-wise, or face paint wise, whatever, is that you make sure that opacity is at your desired level. 0% will show nothing. So make sure that you click the opacity, which is under each option. So yeah, then we've got our upper body, which is just your arms. So whether you want to wear gloves or not, that is where you look after your arms. Lower body is your pants or skirts or whatever goes on your legs. There's a bunch of random replacement pants all throughout, the normal GTA pants, and then obviously at the end there is add-on ones. So, yeah. lots of different things like that. And that's the end of that one. So make sure you don't go past the last one. So if it goes the same, make sure you go back to the last one if that's the one you want to choose. Because if you do go one over again, so see 1, 3, 4 is the last one. If you go 1, 3, 5, I'm pretty sure you will look a bit funky in other people's eyes, even though you look good in yours, and others you will not look like that. Yeah, so I think we'll just go with no legs, which is somewhere, because I want to put a costume on. Nope, we won't. We'll just sit in these pants. Bags and parachutes is obviously bags and parachutes. In this option, or category better yet, there will be a few other things hidden in there. Like gang cuts or the bags for the paramedics. These sort of bags obviously are free to use to any player, but the paramedic bags are bound to the paramedics, so you shouldn't be using these ones. We got little hiking ones, because quite often we do hiking events. Random little bags that people like. And cuts for the MCs. These are only to be worn by the MC members, not from just anyone else. So please make sure that you are not wearing those. Yeah. And then throughout the end of that, there's some random things that go along with costumes or tops. Little bags. What's this one? Little purses. That goes with the bumblebee costume, obviously. Yeah, so there's all sorts of different things throughout bags and parachutes. I like to put things through different categories. That way people can stack them up onto their characters and really personalize them to how they want to show themselves. Shoes is self-explanatory. We have a few replacement ones and then a few add-on ones at the end. So just picking what you like there. Also forgot to mention that if you want to change the texture on anything, if there is a texture available, you'll see down the bottom. Sorry, I had a sneezing fit. You'll see down the bottom that it says texture 2 of 16. So that means that there is 16 textures there for you to go through. And this will be available on most items. So make sure if you do want to see something in a different color variant that you press enter and go through it. And that is for all clothing items, if the option for a different texture is there. You'll see with some of our add-on ones, it'll go black or white. That means that that's the end of the textures for that. They're blank spots that generally we add more textures to later on. Scarves and chains is a good one. Obviously we've got our police holsters. They're for the police, not for the public. As this is a New South Wales server, you cannot wear those and openly carry. So those are just for the police. We've got a few replacement necklaces for the females. Obviously there's replacement things in for the males as well that you can look through. Another Rona mask. And then if you go through, you'll see lots of different items. There's bandanas and all sorts of different things. I'll go right down the end. So I just want to show you guys that there is secretly hidden stuff, if you will. So just make sure that if you're really trying to customize your character, that you're going through and looking at all these different little, scarves and chains, badges and logos and this, because I hide quite a lot of stuff in there, as I said, so that people can stack up their thingies on their characters. So yeah, there's plenty of things in here that go with the costumes. A little, I can't remember what that game's called. Among Us, a little Among Us chain, which is a bit random. Alrighty, with these ones, these are the undershirts that you can use to fill in if your other shirts have, if you're wearing like an over jacket or something that you just need to fill in the middle bit. Towards the end of this, you'll find that there's a few random hidden in things just to stack up. So there'll be a lot of skirts and stuff in here that work better as a shirt and an accessory rather than a lower body. Obviously that's for females, but yeah, you'll see these dresses and like that's an insert for a scrub. That's like sleeves for under a place top or the scrub top. Holsters. It's a big thingy for one of the big gowns we have. And yeah, just all sorts of random things in there. So make sure you check out all of the categories. We'll just leave that one on for now. No, we won't. Yeah, so like that's a skirt. Then you can go down to your body armor, which is obviously bulletproof vests. There's a few different. In the male one, there's a lot more unique ones, if you will. Not so much in the female one. There's a few more costume items in here, like a Harry Potter owl, some wings and all that, a little snake. And then you'll see there's certain ones, so you can't see because of the hair, but like that's a Williams family, which is one of our group's vests, so like that wouldn't be worn by anyone but the female members of that group. Badges and logos is an interesting one that I hide a few things in, so like you'll see just then that was a wand, so that's part of the Harry Potter costume that we had as well. And there's a few other hidden things, like nails for females, and what else have I got in here? Yeah, just like little pumpkin, little mask, bandanas, GoPro, all those sort of little things. Just like I said, to stack up on people's costumes or outfits. Shirts and overlays is just that, shirts and overlays. These will be your dresses for females, or your males will be your tops. And yeah, so the most important thing when you get dressed is you make sure that you don't have any holes, because you don't want to be holy, if you will. So you flick through to something that you like. You'll see we have quite a lot of custom clothing for females and males towards the end, as I mentioned earlier. These are some of the gowns from our Halloween stuff, so obviously they look a bit ridiculous, but they fit certain RPs well. So yeah, so it's about finding something. Let's find something. So this, for instance, you'll see that obviously there's a bit of tartar poking out and a bit of the arm poking out. And you just go back up to your upper body and you filter through that until you find the hands or gloves or whatever that you want that, so say I wanted some gloves on that don't have any holes. So you'll now see that that doesn't have no holes in the tartars, no holes in the side arms. And you can look side to side with your Q and E just to double check, and a space bar to turn around. Once you're happy with your character, you would go to save it and you would name it. And let's just say she's a mess, so we'll call her a mess. You're going to see, obviously, these are my character saves, so then you would search through, you would go to save characters, which is the same way as before, so your F1, player related options, MPP customization, save characters, and then looking for the one that you called mess, and then spawning that one. And if you wanted to edit it, you would go down to edit and it would take you back into the edit mode. And as long as you save it, it'll always stay the same. In order to keep your character that you've created, obviously face-wise, hair-wise and everything like that, and you just want to change the outfit or make another outfit, you would clone it, call it mess 1, even though it's number 2, come back out of that, and then go and spawn mess 1, edit, and then make another outfit. And that's basically all there is to it. Yeah, enjoy. We've got plenty of custom clothing, and yeah, no, it's a good time. Have fun.